Buffalo Wild Wings was founded in 1982 in Columbus, Ohio, but its main headquarters are now in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The ticker symbol for Buffalo Wild Wings is BWLD and can be bought and sold in the NASDAQ stock exchange. Two of its main competitors are Darden and Texas Roadhouse. Darden's just a big company that owns a bunch of small chains such as Olive Garden and Red Lobster. How many of you have heard of Buffalo Wild Wings or like have one near you? That's because there's 993 locations spread out across North America, even including one international location in Mexico. And as you know, like half of going to Buffalo Wild Wings is the experience because it is a restaurant, bar, experience when you go there, and it truly runs off the motto of wings, beer, and sports. Buffalo Wild Wings is currently going through a successful growth path, which just means like they're going through a time period of financial prosperity, and the company has great future expectations. One which includes increasing more restaurants across the United States, but also they want to increase the prices because if you look at this graph, you can see how the price for wings fluctuates, but they hope that the slight increase in price change won't deter any buyers.
The successful growth path can also be seen from an increase in restaurant sales of 34.4% in 2011 as well as 23.0% in 2012. There also have been 69 new companies in 2011, 55 in 2012, and the earnings per share has steadily been increasing in the past 3 years from 2.75 in 2011, 3.08 in 2012, and 3.81 in the past year. Liquidity is a measurement of a company's ability to pay off their short-term debts, and we use the current ratio for our measurement of liquidity, which is current assets over current liabilities. This past year it was 1.10 to 1, which is relatively stable compared to the other years. It went down in 2012 to 0.89, but it's almost bounced back to its 1.21 to 1 in 2011. For solvency, which is the business's ability to survive over the long term, we use debt to total assets ratio, which is total liabilities over total assets, which was 34.0%, which has been pretty steady over the past 3 years, 35.81% in 2011 and 35.14% in 2012. And profitability, we use the profit margin ratio, which is net income over net sales, and it was 5.65% in that year, which also has been pretty steady. It was a percent higher in 2011, 6.43, but it steadily increased from last year over 5.5%. It's evident that all three restaurants are different sizes. They're based on their location and net sales and total assets, so you can't really use them to compare their success. But if you look at the current ratio, debt to total assets ratio and profit margin ratios, it's evident that Texas Roadhouse has relatively better debt to total assets and profit margin ratio, but their current ratio isn't much better. But Darden has a very high debt to total assets ratio, which means that a lot of their cash is from their creditors, which isn't a good thing for their solvency.
So here are some events that have gone on within the company recently. The first one comes from a New York Post article from October that says that Buffalo Wild Wings plans to increase prices at an average rate of 3%. Their main reason for doing this would be to compensate for the increase in the price of minimum wage. But another reason is that they're confident that the customers will be willing to pay a little bit more for the products because they're so satisfied with them. The next current event is that Buffalo Wild Wings has 4 main reasons for their booming business. And these are that they are so attentive to the calendar, they specifically offer promotions around the times of certain sporting events. Their improved customer experience, so the customers love that Buffalo Wild Wings caters to their interest of wings, beer, and sports, and that's what the atmosphere is all about. And the next one is enhanced server technology. So the Buffalo Wild Wings has implemented new technological advancements to the restaurant that are helping increase the sales because the customers are experiencing better dining experiences. And the final reason for the booming business is focused service company really focuses on the wings, beer, and sports, and that's what they love. So the next current event focuses on the company's success in the third quarter financial results. So the company had a 21.7% increase in net earnings, a 20% increase in earnings per share, and 18.3% increase in sales revenue in the third quarter. So again, just confirming that the company's business really is booming. And the President and Chief Executive Officer have acknowledged these great successes by stating that they hope to expand the company further in 2015 by opening 90 new locations within the country, as well as 8 to 10 more international locations, again, contributing to the growth of the company. They also hope to add tacos and pizza to the menu to attract even more customers. So this expansion hopes to see an 18% increase in net earnings in the next year, causing earnings per share to increase, net income to increase, and gross profit to increase. Some more recent current events, that the company has future plans to add new restaurant features. They hope to work with UBS to include table-side tablet features that customers can play games while at the table, order from the tablet, so the dining experience will be faster, and they can actually pay at the table too. So Buffalo Wild Wings has had booming business in recent years, and the company has been growing and continues to do so. Like I said, with the implementation of new features to all the restaurants. The company's optimistic outlook on its future expansion allow for customers and investors to also be optimistic about the company's success. Overall, the company's business continues to thrive and succeed as the company continues to expand. As the company expands, the employers are experiencing more efficient working practices, and the customers are having more enjoyable dining experiences. So we strongly recommend investing in our company